What's good, gamers? Blood941 here. Not a very long or high-effort video today. This is just a bonus thing I wanted to put out in order to remain topical, and because I like talking about stuff. Red Tape review on Friday, for real this time. Not that anybody's actually like begging for it, but if I hadn't been working during the stream, I'd be doing another facecam video about this, like a live react. But unfortunately, your boy needs to make rent, and you guys don't pay me yet, so, Anyways, onto my incredibly disorganized thoughts about what they showed off. Imagine if we weren't told in a reveal stream that Oryx was back in some capacity, and it was something we weren't actually expecting. Like, all of the hype for what would probably be some kind of cool reveal is utterly lost with this prior knowledge of future events. I don't know, man. What if we didn't know that Cade fucking died, or came back and experienced it in-game, instead of, like, it being part of the marketing material? I was just talking about how Destiny needs holy shit moments again, and if an Oryx revival isn't one, I don't know what else would be, even if it's not a real return. Like, obviously he's not actually back, but, like, he's still being used again. He's still being part of the marketing material, or at least the reveal material that they showed us, and he's like a big, you know, he's in the background, he's the key art. I don't know, man. Like, now, I can already see it. Like, there's going to be some useless teasing in the opening mission, and the ghost is going to say some shit like, "Are you hearing this, Guardian?" Or we'll hear Oryx roaring, and Saladin will give us another really funny line read, like, completely cutting the suspense we might have actually had. Like, mystery, tension, spooky shit, I don't know, something to get us invested in the narrative again. Like, remember, now, yeah, people didn't like last season, or I guess this season, but when the helm crashed and got fucking destroyed, we were all like, wow, that's pretty cool. Something happened in-game that we weren't spoiled about. I don't know. I think that'd be really cool. That being said, the Nether seems exceptionally interesting. It's a full random roguelite style activity with different layouts and different meshes of enemies to vary encounters. The boons seem like a direct upgrade of the systems we've had before, like in the coil or deep dives. The effects from those were more number go up or more heavy ammo. This one seems like horizontal progression more than vertical, and that's really fucking cool. Especially like the ones with negative effects having a stronger positive effect is a great idea. Like give and take, choice and sacrifice. Things that I love. Health not regenerating and having a higher base amount is probably the coolest fucking thing they could have done to make this mode interesting. Like, all builds in Destiny are more or less some kind of a DPS class. You're just picking which buttons you press and what flavor of death you end up dealing. There are some defensive options, sure, like Resto, Frost Armor, Woven Mail, Void Overshield, and whatever, but you're never really sacrificing any kill potential in a meaningful way, since this game plays at a much faster pace than a traditional MMO with those same tools. I largely attribute that to how little max HP we have and how easily it is to regain. Plus, this isn't really like a big one, but like the average time to kill of an enemy in PvE is laughable, you know? So, and these aren't criticisms, these are like realities of the genre of the type of game that we are playing, right? I'm not expecting it to be like, yeah, killing mobs is like a grindy experience because they want you to play with your thing for a very long time, right? Like this, you know, this is not a complaint or a criticism. But you really can't be a tank or a healer if, like, the tank doesn't have more health than the other classes, and the healer would be better off being another DPS, since prolonged engagements without any recovery opportunities don't really happen in Destiny. Plus, killing aliens has never been easier. This, like, you know, we talk about sacrificing kill potential, and, like, the first thing that comes to mind is, well, healing grenade means you can't use your grenade as a kill option, but then you have Prismatic and Transcendence and everything else going on that your, like, abilities can do and your weapons can do, so, you know, not that big of a deal. Plus, your defensive buffs are also used for offensive purposes depending on the subclass and element you're running with. So, like, this game is not hard. But with our health being unable to regenerate on its own, now it's a factor that we'll actually have to consider when it comes to buildcraft. Like, it becomes a resource to be managed. Like, imagine if Resil affected how much HP you had more than just a couple of percentage points. I don't know, I think it'd be interesting. The new support auto rifle frame they added back at Final Shape launch was neat, but since its unique effect was 100% ignorable, nobody cared after the novelty wore off, and the day one race for Salvation's Edge had ended because of one specific fight, where you kind of needed to keep somebody alive when they were taunting a boss. Why would I need to worry about healing my teammates on command without expending ability energy when they'll just full heal after a few seconds without taking damage? But now, there's an activity that utilizes that unique tool to the fullest extent. It'll actually see use, and that fucking rocks. Like, yeah, no, the numbers are toned down because they don't want healing to be as rapid, but I think this is a cool step in that direction. Now, That being said, I have no doubt that Reddit is already complaining about how they spent all this time grinding for higher recovery gear, and now it's going to be useless with the new seasonal activity, and that Bungie should really consider that people should have jobs, or whatever the fuck, but fuck those people. This is something that speaks to an issue I recognized all the way back in Destiny 1, where a full defensively focused class and loadout would suck and not have a purpose. Despite being a hunter in this game, in every other one that I play, I'm usually a tank or a healer. I've been a paladin since the Burning Crusade, it's just what I do. But knowing that there might actually be a spot for the holy trinity of RPGs to form in Destiny makes me actually want to play my Titan. I'm not, like, I never want to play that class in this game, but seeing that there's some stuff going that direction, like taunting mobs, overshield generation, defensive utility that isn't just invis spam, and creating cover on command might actually be a viable strategy if this gets executed correctly. Now, I understand that I'm getting my hopes up, but like with the Should Destiny Go Full MMO video, this touches on an aspect of the game that I've thought about for an incredibly long time. And one of the guys on the dev team on the stream pretty much repeated my exact thoughts on this, just with less vulgarity and without rambling like a moron.
And that's why I'm so excited about this activity, because like, you know, we've kind of introduced all these kind of healing things, but in a lot of the game, like, I can just hide behind a box and heal, right? And here you can see our health isn't regenerating. So. We need to really think about, you know, maybe there is a dedicated healer on your team. Maybe there's multiple allies using healing rounds, right? Yeah.
It's something that they recognize as well, and I'm excited. Anyway, back to my thoughts on the reveals themselves. Barrow Dyad. What the fuck is that, dude? Holy shit, this looks so cool. Yes, please. Yes, please. More of that. There's also going to be a primary trace rifle, Lodestar, the Season Pass exotic. It acts like a pulse rifle while ADS and charges itself up. It's weird. Seemed cool, though. I've got a couple of weapons to make videos on this season. I'm gonna have that new pulse to fuck with. I've got these 2 new exotics to fuck with. Maybe a couple of weapons from the Nether. I'm really excited, actually. Vault of Glass is getting its refresh and crafting, so... Will I run it, though? Probably not, but it's there. Hell yeah. That's all that really stood out to me. We've known that we're going back to the Dreadnought, and I don't care about the seasonal artifact until it's live in-game. Maybe we'll talk about it when that happens, but for now, I'm not going to speculate about potential build-defining whatevers. The art, rocks as always, world design, weapon design, all that stuff is fan-fucking-tastic. Maybe the Adept seasonal weapons might be cool, or they won't matter at all since we can already enhance perks on any new drops, and Adept mods and stats don't have a large impact on anything that's not PvP. And even then, it's still rather low, so... But there's some new temporary mods that'll only be around for the season, I think? I don't know, they don't seem to be very strong, but maybe I'll eat my words and they'll be cracked. But I really doubt it. They're mods, not perks, so it doesn't really matter. I could not give less of a shit about Star Wars. And yeah, that's pretty much all that caught my attention. Was there anything of the stream that you guys thought was really cool that I missed? I'd love to hear about it in those comments down below, especially if I got anything wrong, because I'm not doing a whole lot of effort on this video. I just want to crunch something out, so yeah, let me know what y'all are thinking in those comments down below. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.